Hey, man. Are you just gonna... Wait, hey, watch out! I know the view's incredible, but one slip and it's all over. After everything it took to get here, falling now would be a terrible joke. Let's keep the sightseeing to a minimum, okay? I just wanted to see what this guy was doing. I mean, it is a nice view. You know what? Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we've spent a few days here in Altabury Heights, well, actually, mostly Brylehaven, hanging out with some of our friends and debating with Juliet on the podium, taking a nice well-earned break after all the chaos that's ensued in the past few days. Now we have this beautiful vista over Altabury Heights. We can see some of the smaller regions of the lower regions of the town, just off in the distance. Altabury is much bigger than the game fully lets on. I mean, the world is way larger than it lets on. We just don't we only get to see small chunks of it. It's still really, really well done. Anyways, for today, we are going to be spending most of our time, not all of it, but most of our time, following up on Bond ranks. And actually, the first one that I want to do is in Academia with Moore. As, if my math is correct, now that now that Basilio has awakened to the Berserker archetype, which, trust me, we'll get to him. I know we've had a new party member in our midst for a long time, and as much as I love Basilio, we just have to wait a little bit longer before we can fully talk about him. I want to go into Academia to talk with Moore to increase our bond rank.
Now why do
I am astonished you managed to study so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you've surely won me a new memory returned. Oh, well, I'd like to hear about it. No? Oh, well, we get 5 heroes, jeweled roots, and we increase our imagination, which I think is still valuable to do. Yes. Hey, actually, that got us to rank 5. We are now demiurgic in our imagination. The only one left to increase is wisdom.
Imagination. Why?
Are you okay?
Everything okay? Yes.
Yes. I was able to remember a few things, thank you. But before that,
Please.
seeing as you are here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do so value your perspective. Okay, well, so there's been a lot happening recently. I see. Interesting. Though I heard nothing that might reveal this place. Which means, I suppose, that the king must have imprisoned me here because... Did you figure something out? I mentioned before, did I not? I believe I hit upon this place's true nature.
Listen here.
I believe this to be a classroom at the Royal Mage Academy. But that place is already... Yes, it is a place you ventured near, yet I felt nothing. I'd wondered if we were somewhere in the ruins. From what you told me, it seems unlikely. In other words, this is a separate place, simply based on a study of the Mage Academy. Meaning that the king expressly created the room to conduct research. I imagined I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would return. In a way, all my travails may have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity. In the end, the only path toward them was continuing my pursuits.
This research.
The pieces are coming together. It seems the time to uncover the truth has finally come.
Yeah.
Let's find out together.
Surely.
I have your support. I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with eyes open. Am I a grave sinner who must pay for my offenses? Or am I a revolutionary who must change the future?
I'm grateful.
This newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the utopia I will make reality, I'll battle my past until the end. I can sense Moore's willingness to accept the truth, whatever form it takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me. Scholar in search of utopia, Moore. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within
A
me.
new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
May the truth guide us both.
And with this, we've unlocked the Soul Hacker, the final tier in the Seeker lineage. And we've also obtained Scion's Essence, which will give the Seeker lineage 4 inheritance slots. This is the ultimate armpit archetype. Actually, I really like the Soul Hacker. And haha, it's a very slight reference to a other Atlas product. Now, it's time for your next task. A true test, this one. The thesis project, as it were. I ask you to research an elite archetype. Elite archetypes can only be revealed by having a peerless, unbreakable bond. And then, said archetype must be cultivated to its limit. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do so until it can improve no longer.
This one's important.
Our final task for more. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I'll need to strengthen an elite archetype to rank 20. This can be completed on anyone. We'll get 8 heroes jeweled roots and increase our imagination. This is a height that none before you reached. The stronger your power, the greater it will impact you.
If all goes according
Once
to
this
plan.
research is completed, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight. And with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Will. Let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our dream to fruition.
I have faith in you.
I will believe in you to the very end. Thank you, Moore. We actually are pretty close. I don't know about pretty close, but Hulkenberg has been working on Paladin a little bit. She's almost level 3. That's about as close as we've gotten. Oh wait, hang on. No, Heisme is level 4 with Ninja. That's pretty impressive. And now we have access to the Soul Hacker. Learns many skills that restore MP when attacks hit, making it very useful for long dungeon runs. The Soul Hacker, as the strongest version of the Seeker, is actually pretty good. And is not just a slight upgrade to the Seeker like the Magic Seeker was. It has access to Void Wave, which will deal heavy wind magic damage to one enemy and will decrease their attack for 3 turns. Seeker's Gale, which deals heavy wind magic damage to all enemies and recover MP after each hit. Diamahan, which is just a heavy HP recovery for one ally. Adventurous Curiosity, which we do already know about, which will increase the crit rate for all allies. Seeker's Flame will deal heavy fire magic damage to all enemies and recover MP with each hit, very similar to Seeker's Gale. And then we also have Heat Riser, which is not the greatest. It's a all stat boost for one party member, but there's better ways to do that. And then Emerald Vortex deals extreme magic wind damage to all enemies while ignoring resistances. This attack will go through. There isn't a way to resist this attack, which makes it very, very, very strong. And his synthesis skills are no slouch either. There's some of these. There's some very, very powerful skills in this repertoire here. Highly recommend at least checking out the Soul Hacker. And thanks to the new chest piece that we've gotten from the Gold Beetle Collector, we can actually make it to where the Soul Hacker has 0 weaknesses and 3 resistances, which is pretty good. Unironically, I'm going to be purchasing this right now.
Fascinating. This right, all right.
And while I don't think this is the best archetype for Will, it is easily one of my favorite ones, and because it's the archetype he got from filling his bond with Moore,
Of course.
that probably could have been worded better. I think it's best if we go ahead and unlock this and put it on Will as soon as possible. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted, if thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker.
Really?
So this is the power of the Soul Hacker, reaching into the very depth of my own soul. I shall use it well to continue my search for the path I must walk.
Good.
Let's go ahead and put that on. We will need a new weapon for my boy. We'll definitely need to work on that. Absolutely. There's also a new update to the mystical scroll over here. At the end of the document is the word Jaders. According to Moore, it's a person's name.
Yes.
I was hoping to speak further with you about that. I recalled something after watching you and your allies in action. The mysterious language used in the formula. It's from the old world.
Then,
So it goes back to the time of the city we found buried beneath the Dragon Temple? Why would the king go out of his way to write in such an archaic language? The king was an avid researcher of magic and its origins. He even funded the Mage Academy from the royal treasury. It's not beyond possibility he would know such a language.
huh.
Then the person whose name is written, they're probably long dead?
That is.
That I couldn't say for certain, but I did figure something else out. In front of the names is an alias, Or perhaps more of a title. The True Seeker, Jaders. Yet another connection to the archetype.
Fascinating.
Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the Seeker archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have powers we've yet to ascertain? Ah, how I yearn to decipher this scroll in its entirety. If you come upon any further truths, please examine the scroll again. Well, we will definitely be sure to do that. You wish to leave this place? Yes, let's go back to reality. We have more friends I wanted to discuss stuff with. But not before we do our weekly poop, as it is Idols Day. There we go. And since it also is Idols Day, if you want to buy any weapons, now's the time. And I think I might go and check some things out off screen, so I'll see you in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this Muscalibur. Increases damage against plant-type monsters. If I want to be using the Soul Hacker a little bit, might as well get a weapon for it that'll do some pretty good damage. 320 attack power will be pretty good. Anyways, with combat in mind, let's go over to the Varmoreno Coliseum.
Let's go.
As normally I would hold on to Coliseum stuff for the end of a storyline, but I think it'd be best if we do this right now because we have plenty of other things we need to do, and I think it'd be best if we do this right now. You're here! The desk is for the Rank League. We're currently Silver 1. Let's hear about what we need to do next. This time you'll be up against a duo of bandits, and I'll be putting on a special restriction for this match. To even the odds, you can only have one ally with you. You're going to have to fight this battle as equals. I guess if we're up against people, it should be fair. You should put some thought into who you want to use fight with. Use 2 brawler archetypes and you'll get some good synergy going. Okay, so we have to use 2 brawlers for this fight. So obviously we need to swap over Will to brawler, and since we have someone here who was already pretty strong with brawler, let's just go ahead and swap him over. Let me make sure. Yeah, let's do this. Now, let me just quickly make some gear adjustments. I think I accidentally put something on. Yeah, Basilio, let's put the claw breakers away. And let's put that on Will, since he's gonna fall behind on strength. In terms of Stroll, 49 strength, 44 strength, that should be pretty decent. The biggest worry you need to focus on for this encounter is ice damage, as that is a worry that we will have to consider. Now, what we can do for Stroll is at least do Ice Dodge, and we'll do Heat Up, which is pretty decent. But for Will, we're gonna need to do something else. We're gonna need to do, obviously we want Heat Up as well, so we can help with Stroll's damage output. And then other than that, we're probably gonna have to just do maybe Arcane Unity. If we do Arcane Unity, we'll have access to Energy Ray, and we can have him deal some light damage, as one of the enemies that we're going up against is weak to strike, one of them is weak to light. So we'll just have Will go, he'll go full synthesis skill mode. We'll have him do that. Okay, so let's pair up with Stroll.
What'll it be?
And let's rumble.
Oh, yeah?
What a rare treat to be facing actual people today. Kinda weird that they usually make us fight monsters, right? These guys must be tough if they made it this far. Be as careful as you always are.
Come on.
It's a special 2-on-2 duel we've got for you today. Both parties step up and fight. Alright, for Stroll, the mage is weak to strike damage. So let's go ahead and just do a Crushing Fist. Actually, let's make sure he's in the front row and do Crushing Fist. Pretty decent damage. Now we definitely want to use our synthesis skill, Meteoric Fist, to try and hit both of these guys. Nice. From here, I'm gonna back up and use a healing item. Let's do a Great Fairy Dust to top off our HP as much as we can without using too many valuable items, and hoping that we don't get crazy debuffed here. Your Splitting Shriek didn't do anything to us, which is good. And alright, now we can do Meteoric Fist again. Come in here, do Crushing Fist. And then I'm gonna go into the back row and once again do another big healing item. Let's do 300 HP to one ally. Give him a lot of extra health. Going for Icy Impact. This will actually hit us for weakness damage, which sucks, but it's okay. I'm still not too worried about it. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a big heal. Let's do Great Spear Dust. Now this guy's weak to light, so what we're gonna have to do instead is we're gonna have to do some light item damage. Holy Ossuary,
With these fists.
and then we're gonna have to do another Holy Ossuary. We're just gonna use these items until we run out of them. Okay, we're gonna get hit with weaknesses, okay? Obviously, being in the back row means that we're not gonna have any real worries in terms of actual damage output. I'm gonna use another Holy Ossuary. And then I'm gonna use a... Come on, where are you? Where are you? Corrosive Acid. Lower your defense a bit more. Now, obviously, the Holy Ossuary will still only do a set amount of damage. This is just how this thing works. But our extra attacks will do a bit more. We're gonna do a Power Thrust just to lower the defenses a bit more. Icy Impact is still gonna do weakness damage to us, but we got a dodge. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Now, obviously, for Will, we don't have much else to do, so he's gonna be on healing duty. What we're gonna do is restore 200 HP to Stroll, and then I'm gonna go into to the fore and use Power Thrust. Lower the defense even more. Now it's at -3. Meteoric Fist is now going to be probably our best means of dealing damage, so let's go ahead and do it. About 200 damage. Probably could have been better. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do Power Thrusts. Keep that defense down going. And then with Will, we are going to do some healing. I love it whenever I have plenty of healing items. It's very, very nice. Obviously, Icy Strike is still a problem, but we're not gonna be worrying about that too much. Alright, Power Thrust again. And we come in here with a perfect punch and hopefully finish him off. No problem. Could that have been better? Yeah, probably, but did I care? Nah. Okay. I'm glad that I got rank 4 on Brawler. I don't think I'm actually gonna use any of that on Will, but that's okay.
Bravo.
Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight. Now we're gold 3. And we obtained the Full Moon Medal. Here's a little something on the house. We do love to make sure our combatants know they're appreciated. And we also got the Chain of Bonds. Let's go ahead and check what those look like. Obviously, we've got a lot of excess courage that we don't need, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Challenge is open to you anytime you wish. You're always welcome here in the Coliseum. Yeah, make sure to fix your party formation because otherwise things might be an issue. And unfortunately, that battle of the Coliseum did not have us surpass Luis in the rankings, but maybe next time, eh? So here's the Chain of Bonds. Now, its description says, gold chain that inspires a sense of solidarity. Eases conditions on skills that require multiple members of the same archetype. Now, this is a very misleading description in my personal opinion. Essentially, what this is saying is passive abilities like Sense of Kinship from the Berserker, or Heat Up, or Magic Circle, or Diligent Discipline, some of those passive abilities that we've had equipped that are stronger the more archetype lineages are present that are the same. So like 4 mages make Magic Circle a lot stronger, essentially. Those conditions are lessened. So essentially with Chain of Bonds, let's say you have Heat Up with 2 party members. You will now get the maximum amount of bonuses from that benefit rather than needing all of your party members to be of the same archetype lineage to get the bonus from Heat Up. So instead of it being a 20% boost with 2 warriors in your party, it will be a 50% boost, as it would have been if you had 4 party members. That's essentially what it means. This is a pretty strong accessory to have equipped on a character who wants to be built around dual archetype compositions. If you want 2 warriors in your party, or 2 mages in your party, or anything like that where you're kind of working in pairs of the same archetype lineage, have the Chain of Bonds on you so you can take advantage of the extra damage bonuses that you might be able to get. And then we have the Full Moon Medal, which is a large MP recovery every turn in battle. Pretty good. These are 2 very, very strong accessories, and ironically, the Chain of Bonds might be one of the best accessories in the game. In fact, we're getting to that point where we're going to be getting a lot of really good stuff in the coming days. Right now, we're going to be holding off on it, but I will be showcasing its effects sooner rather than later, whenever the opportunity arises for it. Now we're going to come back here to Brialhaven, my favorite area, and let's talk with Alonzo. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Obviously, we need to see what his whole thing is about. So let's see what we got. His scheme's all for nothing. and his home gone, Alonso contemplates ending it all, but his mother's final words ring in his mind. Let's see what he's got cooking.
Greetings.
Ah, well met. What are you up to? I've been waiting for you. Listen carefully. I'm putting a major new plan into motion. Ooh, what kind of plan? Great. Come with me.
Understand?
I've discovered something interesting. The landowner controls all the trade in the settlements around my village, so his valet often comes to town.
Apparently.
However, I heard the landowner himself will be present for the next inspection, and that's when I plan to nab him.
What?
Are you planning to kill him? Oh, nothing of the sort. I just want to have a little chat.
Well.
But it would be near impossible to catch him if they come via a busy open street. I'll force them down the forest path, where there'll be no witnesses. I've spread rumors about humans appearing on village roads for that express purpose. The men guarding him won't be an issue either. I'll lie in wait along the forest path and call out to him.
And then?
And I'd like for you to accompany me there as well.
Yeah.
Of course, it sounds like you'll need me.
Thank you.
I didn't expect you to agree so quickly. Thank you. We will change things. This world of greedy pigs gorging themselves on riches will come to an end.
Seriously?
What is your plan exactly? A long time ago, my mother brought home a weak sapling she'd found. The tree was practically dying, but it still bore a small fruit. With it, seeds. My mother planted them and gave away the new saplings to our neighbors. Before long, there was an orchard in one corner of our village. The mere sight of it was breathtaking. My mother refused any credit. She said the tree itself wanted to grow, wanted to bear fruit. That's when I realized, perhaps we all have something we'd like to see come to fruition. Within all of us, there's a seed of virtue wanting to blossom.
It's fine.
That's what I'm betting on. So, make sure you go out and change the world, Will. What's all of this all of a sudden? I just wanted to tell you that, since you'll be leading us into the future. I can sense Alonso's resolve behind his grin and his high expectations for me.
You're all I have left in this world.
I'll be sure to try not to let you down, Alonso. And with this, we get 3 inherited slots for the Faker lineage.
Understand?
I can use my network to arrange which afternoon the inspection occurs. Let me know soon. I'll be waiting. Well, Alonso, you won't have to wait too long. We aren't going to make you spend a lot of time waiting for us like we did last time, so it'll be very soon, trust me. North of Altabury lies the Everfrost Forest, a place named for its year-round blanket of snow. A monster has been sighted there, but no one has been able to track it. Without its exact whereabouts, searching for it could be quite dangerous. Regardless, we cannot risk it happening upon a village. There ain't it best for us to go look for it and take it out then? Right. Especially seeing as it has a bounty on it. Legendary monster or not, I have faith in our skill. Don't worry, we'll get to that fairly soon. I have one more full day I want to experience here in Altabury Heights.
What should we do? I'll see you again soon.
Oh, hey, Yufa. You want to talk with us? You know what? Sure, let's go talk with Yufa. Curious about Sanctism, Yufa visits a church. The sanctor and a young girl welcome her, and she wonders how to gain a deeper understanding. Now, Yufa here is a priestess of a pagan island, sought to become a martyr of her people's faith, but chose to live on after learning the truth. She is, of course, a Mastari, her home is Virga Island, and her favorite food is the almighty golden stick. Now let's go see what she has to do in Brylehaven. We came to the front of a tavern, having heard that Hyperic was lingering there.
Well, now...
Sanctor Hyperic, what are you doing at a tavern? I've come to pick up Ovi. She helps out here from time to time.
You know...
They told me lots of nice things today, for the first time ever. They said I danced really good in front of the customers. You know how to dance, Ovi? I do too. My mother taught me a ceremonial dance. Ooh, can you teach it to me someday? Of course.
Well then.
You'll teach me too, won't you?
Yes, of course.
All right. The first thing is to clear your mind and steady your spirit. Master Hyperic, I want to practice a bunch and then show Mama. And you may, so long as your prayers are never neglected.
And so now...
Now then, this visit indicates you'd like to learn more of the Sanctism, yes? How much do you know about our noble faith, might I ask? Just the basics, a bit here and there. Then let us begin with the core of our beliefs. In Sanctism, we receive divine teachings from God. We follow the will of the Almighty God and offer Him our prayers. With a selfless heart, that is.
I see.
Selfless heart. The idea sounds quite different from the Dragon God faith. We aspire to take the hands of our gods in our own to confront difficulties, and yet fight beside them with our own strength. Such as our teachings. I see ye. While that is an intriguing belief, what of those who haven't the strength to fight? The children, the elderly, or infirm? The anxiety which plagues this world is through no fault of our own, and so we pray to escape these hardships and injustices. Oh, it's time to go visit Mama! Master Hyperic, Yufa! Can we do this talk at the church? Let's go!
Well...
Pardon me, Sanctor Hyperic, but what kind of illness is Ovi's mother afflicted with? Your concern touches my heart. You are a kind person, Miss Yufa. Oh, it's just, I lost both of my parents when I was around Ovi's age. Yufa, are you and Will going to, convert?
Indeed.
What? Oh, you mean convert? If you ever wish to do so, we would gladly accept you into our faith. Unless you find our prayers meaningless. No, that's not what I... We can decide our own faith. Nothing is for certain, anyway. I see. That is unfortunate to hear. Then I hope this won't be the end of our discussions. We all live with anxiety in our hearts, and it is through Sanctism that we can find salvation. I simply want you to keep that in mind. What was that? Nothing more than a breeze. Now then, I hate to cut this short, but I am needed elsewhere. Oh, alright. Thank you very much for your time.
See you later.
Yufa, teach me how to dance next time, okay? That was unexpected. Converting was never so much as a thought I'd had.
Sure.
Everyone should believe in what they wish to believe.
Indeed.
You're right about that. In fact, since I'm no longer a sacrificial priestess, the choice is mine for the first time. I don't think Hyperic was wrong when he said we all have spiritual anxiety. We yearn for something we can depend on. For some, that's Sanctism. I feel like I better understand Sanctism now that I've experienced it myself. And I couldn't have done that without you. You gave me the courage to expose myself to new, unfamiliar things. So now I want to see and learn more about the world. I also want to be by your side, Will. And sense Yufa's desire to grow as a person as well as her deep trust in me.
I see it is my turn to test my mettle.
You're doing just fine right now, Yufa. And with this, we get Summoner Lineage Inheritance slots up to number 2, and Battle Aura, so now she'll get a little bit more EXP when she's in reserve, which won't happen for a long time. She's going to be on the field for a good amount of the rest of the run, along with Basilio, since they're kind of the new recruits. I'm not sure that's the wind. There's that smell again. Sorry, my head is suddenly hurting. Let's come back here to investigate later. There's something about this place which makes me feel so ill at ease. Okay. As we headed back to the group, I worried that Yufa seemed a little unwell. Well, then we'll let her rest for the rest of the day. In the meantime, we do have the ability to hang out with Juna, so let's go ahead and do that. As preparations for the festival continue, Juna is in high spirits until a young lady suddenly accuses her of stealing the show. Juna stands firm and unshaken. He would make a good escort. Oh, I wonder if she's talking about us or someone else. I wonder. Hello, Juna.
Hey.
Oh, guess what? It's time to pick up my outfit from the tailor. Can we go get it, my good man? We're one step closer to really lifting some spirits. and I treasure these moments. Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you for being such a good sport. Let's head to the tailor in Brylehaven then.
Hello?
Hello there. I've come to pick up my dress for the festival. I thought the Ressant girl who picked it up earlier was your employee, Lady Juna.
Wait.
A Ressant girl, you say? Oh, it couldn't be. That singer who was shouting at you from last year's festival?
If
I recall, her name was Mitris. And if she's still harassing me, that outfit's in danger.
hurry!
Perhaps she hasn't gotten far. Let's look around. Whew, there she is. Over there.
Please.
Mitris, right? Did you take my outfit? If so, I'll have it back, please.
What do you want?
Your outfit. Don't play dumb. You're the only one who would have the gall to stoop so low. Oh, really? Well, I did pick up my dress earlier, but it's just so last year. So it's ashes now.
That's...
You wouldn't. No matter how much you may dislike Juna, there was no need to burn it. It was my dress to do with what I want with. They tailored it to my measurements just last year. And they have the audacity to trot you out in the same bloody dress! The comparisons alone would make a mockery of me. You're a big, famous songstress. What the hell compels you to show up out of the blue for a sideshow and steal my livelihood?
Oh.
So you listen! Bow out or I'll spread those pretty Erica flowers all over the stage. They're poisonous, of course. Perfect for a viper like you. Maybe you'll shed your skin and the world will see out what a little cute little thing you really are.
Hold on!
Well, don't. Why Erica flowers? I can't. I'm scared. If those Erica flowers on stage,
No.
I'll be right there beside you. Don't worry. Too true, my ever-reliable escort. I'm sure I'll be fine. I know I was asked to do it, but in a way, I did steal this performance from her. Still, I can't let all the people looking forward to it down now.
So, a
Music
song.
shares its origin with magic, you know? Song has the power to lift spirits and ease sorrows. As a child, music was my only hope in a way. I want to share that hope with people all over the world, through the magic that we can all call song. People used to say my head was in the clouds, that I was a dreamer, but it's not a dream. It's both my reality and my future. I can achieve it. No, I will achieve it. You're not so different, I imagine. You're making an effort to take the future in your hands. Quite a pair we make, I can sense Juna's faith in me as our goals align.
I can't get discouraged here.
With this, we obtained Masked Dancer Veneration, significantly reduces the mag cost of studying the Masked Dancer lineage.
Now then.
I've decided, forget the dress, I'll just show up as I am, no bells and whistles.
Thanks.
I appreciate you being here today. Let's stop by Capra to tell him about the outfit, and then head back. Alrighty, well, that was a pretty full day. We got to hang out with more, we did some Coliseum battling, and we got to hang out with our friends for a little bit longer. We've got 6 days until we have to depart for our decisive battle with Luis. And I think next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we're going to be spending a little bit more time with our bond mates. And then, we're going to set off the Everfrost Forest. So, with that said, see you soon.